Welcome again to another beautiful day. Every day is an opportunity for us to start on a clean slate. Every day is an opportunity to say thank you because we are now experiencing the new day and to get out with whatever we have, just even with our breath, to think and do something right to uplift humanity. We want to thank always Mr. Ashmufare first because without him, we will not be here doing this together. We thank him. We thank the God that created him. We thank his parents and we thank the wife and the children that are giving him this space and time to focus on really helping the entire world. 8 point something million is on his shoulder, and he took it upon himself to do that. And therefore, we here in One Global Movement, we are doing the same thing. All children and young people, women, families, with a focus on the young girl, rest on our shoulders. And so it's not a joke. We are not here to play. We're doing the right thing, and we want to do it with the right people, people that are honest, they are pure, they are clean, people that don't take advantage of one another, people that say they are testaments to the life that they've been so blessed with, because we all are testaments here. Because there are people that never had this opportunity to be doing what we are doing here, and there has to be no complaint, no whining, and no fights here. We want to make sure that every child is touched all around with love. And even if the children don't have the parents there or adults or caregivers, we are now here telling the children of the world that we are here for them, that we are here for them to vent out, to fail their way to success, to express themselves without fear or favor, to do whatever God has called them to do because they were created with greatness. They just need to express it. And some of those children, they don't have that opportunity because the world sees and treats them differently. But we are here to treat them with love. We are here to do the best for them. Just like Mr. Ash Mufara with that little boy, we want to transform the world and to let the world know that we have more than enough. We have an ocean of wealth, ocean of opportunity that no child should ever have to sit and cry. Whether they have the parents alive or not, they should never, ever in the history of humanity ever have to sit and cry when you and I are there. Know that when you are helping your own children, and you are just paying a deaf ear and blind eyes to the other children next door or in your community, you are just doing that for your own child, because your child is going to grow up to experience those things that you negated, that you refuse to help. You refuse to hold the hand of a child. You refuse to provide a bowl of soup to a child. You refuse to educate a child, to counsel a child. You refuse to provide clean water for these children. Know that it's going to come back to your own children. When you are taking care of your own children, make sure that you're also thinking about the other children in the world. And do it right, even though sometimes we might not be in the right mindset to do these things right, but we have to. It's a must. There's no other way. And doing so with high moral values and ethical standard that come only from the one that created us, because we were created with those things. But because of the way society is, because of greed, because of power mongers, because of whatever reason, things begin to go sour for our children. And we are here to say, no, it has to go the best way, because that is who those children were created to be great, to be the greatest and to reach their full potential. And I just want to be so happy. I'm just so happy every day when I turn on this computer. I know that I'm going to be here with people that are going to be supporting me, correcting me, also teaching me on the panel here, like you can see every day, and even in the chat and even on social media. They are there. They are so bent on making sure that One Global Movement reach out to every child. Thank you guys so much. Continue to do the work that you're doing. We are in this together. Nobody knows it all. We are in this together. Correct me, like I always say, it doesn't matter. Correct me if I'm not doing things right. And everybody, if you correct me with love and respect, I will listen. If you don't even show the love and respect, I'm the kind that will still listen. I will still listen.
Yes.
But
Yes.
God has blessed me to know what is the best thing to choose and to leave what is not good for me. And because
Mhm.
sometimes when things don't go the way we want, it is just a blessing that they go that way, because things always happen for a good reason. So we're going to finish here on time so that we can join 360 again. And so we are
Yeah.
in the series O plus O Academy Revolution Part 133, helping children embrace change through unpassive AI technology the ethical way, even when they are afraid. And
Yeah.
now I want to make this clear because people call me a lot asking me about this unpassive thing. Are you sure it's not going to go the way that the others are going? Are you sure? I said, I believe in me. If you believe it, you join me, but you cannot join when you don't you cannot succeed when you don't try. You have to join in order to try it. We have to try things to fail before we succeed. And when you
Yes.
fail, don't be angry, because that is another way of learning. You're learning. When you fail, you learn. Remember, I
Yeah.
always say you fail your way to success, because failure is part of your success. So unpassive is real. Mr. Ash Mufara says that, and we see the way he's doing things. They might be taking a minute before they get to where we want to be, because that is the way everything is. Because if you want things that come right now, easy come, easy go. And that is
Mm-hmm.
the way of life, and that is the way God created. God did not create the world in one day or in 2 days. It took
No.
time, and he always have to step back, evaluate himself, and before he continues. So you and I are not different. Those who are offering you quick scheme, get rich overnight, be very
Yes.
careful. They've done it to me, but I learned the lesson along the way, and I'm using those lessons here now. So let us trust where we are. Trust in yourself. Believe in you. If you're
Yes.
angry, you're happy, you're frustrated, just embrace it, because all of those things come together to build you up who you are. Those things are telling you different things around you, around your environment, within yourself. So that is so important. So
Yep.
O-CADEMY Revolution Part 133, helping children embrace change through unpassive AI technology the ethical way, even when they are afraid. And we always love our quotes, and I know that other important quotes are coming. Fear is not an excuse to not move forward. Fear is
Mm-hmm.
actually the impetus to step up and strike, and watch the fear disappear while you fail your way to success. That is so important. So we are going to let our uncle lady start. So teach us how we are embracing AI, because this is the order of the day. We must move with the time. We must have a growth mindset, not the
Yes.
mindset that holds us hostage to our fears. So thank you so
Mm-hmm.
much, everyone. The stage is all yours.
Thank you, ma'am. I really am loving these topics. But as you keep saying, and as I keep saying, they can't be done in one, and especially now today when we are time constrained, right?
Mhm.
But we're going to do our best, because helping children to embrace change to unpassive, we're using unpassive as a specific guideline, because we know that there are other things out there. But
Yes.
as usual, we must model this that we're asking, this positive trait, we must model it for our children. This is where they learn from us, around
Mhm.
us. So we can't be flighty and let everything upset us. We have to be able to be not without emotion, but foundationally firm, because God has not given us a spirit of fear, but power and love and a sound mind. We are
Mhm.
blessed with that. So we show our children how we traverse change by how we behave,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Don't go off the handle. Don't lose your head. They're watching. So nothing should cause us to lose our foundation, which is in God, right? He's looking after us.
Yep.
So unpassive is the second way we're going to say that. Positioning unpassive as a brand that helps children embrace change through technology in an ethical manner, because that is what we are focusing on today, the ethical part of this, right?
Yep.
It's not
Yep.
just change, it's not just fear, it's the fact that we have an ethical foundation to fall back on. So I divided up into three sections, and I said, we understand the audience, what they're looking for. These are children. Okay, so we're going to talk about children and how they are looking to the guardians, parents, elders to handle change, right? And so that's the core, that's the first message. And then the core message is also acknowledge that change can be intimidating for the children, but we also show it that it can be intimidating for us. like people who are starting new jobs or if moving or anything that is out of the ordinary. We get so used to our routines so that when anything, the smallest thing, can send some people off their kilter. We have to make sure that that is not so for our children, because change is not going to slow. It's only going to get faster and better
Mm-hmm.
if you let it,
Yep.
right? If you
Yep.
fear it, you will see the negative side of it. And I'm not saying that there's no negative side, especially with AI, but we have to know that we are in a positive, good place with ONPASSIVE. That is the difference. So when we're talking to our children and all ONPASSIVians, users, affiliates, and we're already there, and we're hoping that our children will all see that we're leading them to a good place. This
Mm-hmm.
is how we're going to mitigate the fear that they will feel about the everlasting changes that are coming every day if you don't watch it every moment of the day. What you could count on yesterday, it's changing the workforce. And
Mm-hmm.
that's not a bad thing all the time, because I see some of the jobs in my heart that I know that should be done by machines and not human beings. I was talking with Sister Mundi the other day. I was telling her about the people who manage and look after the electrical fields. That's what I'm calling them, the great big huge electrical places. One mistake and you've lost your life.
Mm-hmm.
Something touches something that shouldn't have been touched. So we want to show children that there's a good and positive side to this change with
Right.
ONPASSIVE, right? So many jobs. And ONPASSIVE is going to have O-CADEMY, O-Bless, O-Connect, all the O-Net clubs in the thing. So people who have any challenges can keep connected,
Mm-hmm.
right? Not
Yep.
only make money, but connected. On passive, we understand that change can be daunting, especially for the young children, but we are dedicated. That's what I'm going to write about on passive. We are dedicated to helping children embrace change with confidence to our advanced technical and ethical technological products.
Yes.
Now, when you have things like O-Verify, you don't have to worry about who is in a certain place with you, because they have to be verified. They
Mm-hmm.
have to say who they are, and the AI will absolutely make sure that they are who they say they are. This is how we can mitigate for our children's fear of AI, if that
Mm-hmm.
is what we're talking about here. But
Yep.
AI will also protect them. So it's two things. They can use it confidently, and it also is a means of protecting them, right?
Right.
AI is designed with strict, that is on passive, I'm talking about strict ethical standards to ensure a safe and supportive environment for children. We hear some of the products that Mr. Mafara has been listing. Yes, they're not on the market yet, but we know that they're coming because he says so and we trust him. There is a saying that says, trust but verify. You were talking earlier about people who don't understand what we have here in Unpassive. And so the only thing we can do is keep inviting them in, them and their families, and that they can come. And then when they trust us, then they will know that what we're saying is a pure, clean atmosphere, both for personal use and business use.
Mm-hmm.
Children able to learn in a comfortable environment, knowing that everybody in there, the teachers, for instance, on Academy, everybody will be verified.
Mm-hmm.
Even the curriculums that they will be bringing will be vetted. I
Yep.
mean,
Yep.
really, the schools don't do that currently. You know, they
No.
come with any old thing that they want. Some of the, I won't go into it, but some of the programs that they're exposing our young children to, it's abominable,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And very confusing for these young people. So trust and safety is one of the things. And then we have the personalized support. Our AI offers personalized support tailored to each child's learning. You know, we're talking about academy and style, helping them to feel more secure and confident. And then I know that eventually we're going to have success stories. I'm sure that we're going to have testimonials.
Mm-hmm.
Families, you know, elders, grown-up people are going to come and say what it does, what it did for a child who was uncomfortable. For instance, a testimony could be, on passive helped my child feel more comfortable with technology and learning new things, says, I'm going to say Jane Doe, one of the parents, right? And the growth mindset is a big, big, big thing that on passive talks about all the time in many different ways. We foster a growth mindset, teaching children that change is or can be an opportunity for growth. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
again, as I said, we have to show that. Don't just tell them, yeah, it's you're young, go and learn. No, we have to be relevant, relatable, and learning alongside these children. And I was talking to Dr. Mundi a while ago, and I said, somebody is 60 years old and they're just going to law school. There's
Yeah.
no limit. There's no limit if you want it. It's
No.
available. in unpassive more so than anywhere. It's an positive. It's available in a positive, affordable, safe, secure way. Our
Yes.
tools are positive reinforcement to encourage and celebrate progress, no matter how small, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then a call to action would be for us, the adults, join OnPassive today and help your child embrace change with confidence and enthusiasm. Don't let change be a burdensome, frightening thing. And then you can invite them to visit the website to learn more about the ethical solutions that are coming and it can benefit children, right? The
Right.
website is there for that. We have a new one today, as a matter of fact. It's very pale and very different than the ones we've had. But even so, that's good because, children, they love change.
Yes.
Let them know that it's okay, right? If it's not frightening, if it's not burdensome, if it's not going to take anything away from them, there's going to be detailed pages on how unpassive AI helps children, including videos. We already have some of those, infographics, which is pictures, which is a favorite thing of children. And then we're going to have FAQs, social media campaign, share stories, tips,
Mm-hmm.
educational content
Mm-hmm.
aimed at the child and the parents, workshops and webinars. We're going to host events for parents and educators to understand the benefits and the ethics of AI in the OnPassive platform, the OES.
Yeah.
Then there's the many partnership we're having. Even when was it? Just recently, we had something to do with education. I forget. It's a big long name, but the Collaborate and educational institution. I think that's what you're talking about. The schools that you want to have go into place, but they're all going to be under the watchful eye of one global movement, and most of them will probably have the tools that
Mm-hmm.
OnPassive
Of
made,
course.
right?
Yep.
And visual and interactive elements, kids love that. Again, creating engaging videos. We already have some very lovely videos that show children interacting with the AI and experiencing positive outcomes. Those are things that we can look forward to. And I have to do some more research to see how much of those we already have, Dr. Mundih, right?
Okay.
And then we'll have interactive demos, which allow the parents and the children to try out unpassive tools online. Can you imagine?
Mm-hmm.
Without fear of being, what did they call it, luring or being
Yes.
tricked. It's just amazing. And then
Amazing.
continuous improvement and feedback loops. Regularly gather feedback from parents and children to improve the tools. Mr. Mafara is very big on that. He's always asking for, you know,
Feedback.
what can
Yes.
we do better? What can we do better? So
Mm-hmm.
our children are in good hands. Again, I like to say that. And so by following this structured approach, we can effectively position OnPassive as a supportive and ethical partner in helping our children embrace change inside and outside OnPassive, because they don't live inside OnPassive, but they can get wisdom and discernment, and they will be able to judge quickly what's wrong outside. Because
Mm-hmm.
OnPassive is such a different thing. So they will know. It's almost like they will have an instant knowledge that this is not pure and good. And that
Yep.
is the good part of what we can do to help our children accept the changes in an ethical way
What's happening?
inside OnPassive. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that presentation. This is wonderful. You might notice that we deviated because when we are talking about this technical aspect, presentation is the best way to go. And
Yes.
then we can then come with discussion. But if we are talking about some of the things that don't have to do with technical aspect, we go
Yeah.
on
Yeah. Yeah.
discussion. So that's what we're
Absolutely.
going to be doing here because we want to bring this variety to children. You just
Yeah.
heard her said children don't want to be bored. They want variety. And
Yeah.
variety is
Absolutely.
a spice of life. If a
It
child
is.
is bored just reading or the teacher just teaching in one method and not
Oh,
the
yeah.
other, they
Yeah.
will be bored. That's why we have O Create, O Joy, and all of
Yes.
those things. I think
Yes.
there's one O that I heard today again. We just keep climbing. And embracing AI technology ethically in education while addressing children's fears involves so many aspects of it.
Yes.
It involves so many approaches that will
Yes.
include education. Number one,
Yes.
educating the child, you supporting the child, ethical considerations, very important, and community involvement. And we have a lot of strategies and this thing starts with us.
Yes,
Because
it
if we
does.
don't do, first of all, we, the founding members of OnPassive, if we don't educate ourselves with what we have been so blessed with, then there's no way that we're going to be able to educate our children. Then they'll be afraid. Some of us
Mm-hmm.
old school. I am old school. I was not born with all of these things. These are new to me. But I
Mm-hmm.
am the kind that wants to know. I would rather fail and know it. And so I'm always getting into things. Sometimes I lose money, but that money is not lost
No,
because
it's
I
the
gain
lesson. The
knowledge.
lesson.
I gain
Yes.
knowledge. So
Yeah.
now, before, like I always say, I was afraid to click because I thought I was going to break something from the
Yeah.
computer.
Yeah.
But I
Mhm.
was encouraged, and now I fly over everything. And I am going to be a pro. Talking about education, we are going to be studying in non-passive alongside our children
Yes.
because we want to know. We want to be part of this new revolution that unpassive is bringing to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Education tailored to meet the specific needs of the child, not the general education that is really consuming our children negatively around the world. But I
Yeah.
also thank them because they started something. From now, we can learn from that and then
Mm-hmm.
do better and then move
Yes.
forward. And it's going to continue to grow. But thank God OnPassive is here to continue to monitor, to upgrade, and to bring other things that are available that are going to continue to help our children to grow so that they don't become afraid. Even our grandparent, my grandma is there, she's one. She is so skeptical about all of these new things
Yeah. I
because
know. I know.
yeah, in our own words, which I will not get in there for right now, but because of us, my grandmother started accepting even unpassive because she knows something.
Nice.
She knows Mr. Ashmufara. She's praying for Mr. Ashmufara and all of us. And so she is embracing it. It depends on how we present it. And Mr. Ashmufara himself builds these things based upon the foundation of Obless, which is God. And that
Yeah.
is why we need to trust this. The
Mm-hmm.
fear is part of us. We're going
Yeah.
to be afraid
Yep.
anyway, but
Yep.
let fear it and still do it. Take action. Because if you
Mm-hmm.
don't take action, you're going to be left behind. You're going
Yes.
to be left behind. And we have the responsibility here in One Global Movement in educating these children. And remember, we have to strike a balance, like Sister Yvonne says, and like we always say here. These things are very good. Anything that is good in life, if you don't utilize it the ethical way and you strike a balance, it's going to ruin the child. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
even on passive AI, we have to know this is time for studies. This is time to eat. This is family time together. This is
Yeah.
time to run and play around. This is time to get dirty. This is time to do this. If we
Yes.
don't do that, then we must have failed our children. We are encouraging them to be afraid of this new technology.
Mm-hmm.
What we are sharing here every day because people go to the YouTube, they watch, they know what we are all about, and we want to do it the ethical way and do it with honesty, with the highest level of integrity that Unpassive and Mr. Ash Mufara is offering us. So this is so wonderful.
It is.
Esther, I know that you were struggling to come in and then it keeps kicking your butts out, but now you're back.
Yeah. Today you heard about. Sorry, Esther. I'm just gonna steal it. Today you heard about all robots.
Mhm. Oh, Robert, that's what.
Yeah.
Yes, I heard today. Oh, Robert.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I know you
Yeah,
were trying to remember
that
that.
is that goes with AI technology and all those things.
Yes, for
Without
sure.
pro
Of course.
robots, I think Ash is thinking further down.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Okay,
Absolutely.
yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Helping children embrace change through passive AI technology the ethical way.
Mm-hmm.
You people have addressed the educational aspects
Mm-hmm.
and also covered some other aspects. And then in my own contribution, I can also go into things like what AI can also help children do, things
Mm-hmm.
like routine management. Under routine management, AI will help children create schedules, and
Mm-hmm.
reminders and alerts.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
all these things can be done through AI. Through
Yeah.
AI too, children will develop the habit of interactive learning, which is also part of education.
Mm-hmm.
Visual field trips. They can stay on their laptop, and when they are telling them stories about maybe the history of a place or anything, AI will just search it out immediately. They will have a
Mm-hmm.
visualization of what that place looks like, and
Yeah.
such thing sticks to their brain. You know,
Mm-hmm.
augmented reality, all this learning about space through a visual tour of the solar system. This can also make the concept of changes less abstract and more tangible for children. Emotional check-ins. This is part of the job AI can also do for children. Daily mood change. If we know how children, when they are stressed, you see, they start behaving funny. But with AI in check, all these things will be under control. It will not be a strange thing for children. You know, they will be able to have control of their environment and things happening around them. Stress relief, that's another part of that, which AI technology can help children. Getting involved into things like breathing exercises, short games, or mindful practices when a child is feeling anxious about changes. You know, we know that changes is one big thing, and as long as you're in this world, change is a reality. It's something that must come. So with AI and these are children growing up now, they will, from their tender age, embrace that changes. They will foresee it, they will anticipate it, and by then they will be ready to handle it. These are part of the things AI technology can do. Another thing is peer interaction, visual study groups. Just like we're here now, I haven't seen you before, Yvonne, the two Yvonne squared. I haven't seen you, but we're every day here together, you know, discussing about how to make the world a better place for children. So in their own vein, through visual technology and AI, they'll be able to have friends all over the world without setting their eyes on them one day, you know. Parental support, you know, that's another thing. AI can send tips and notifications to parents on how to support their children through transitions, providing practical advice and emotional support strategies. These are the part of the things AI will do, so that when you get those alerts, you'll be able to know what your children are doing and also help to support them. Because with this now, parents and children are learning together. We're in a world of technology. Everybody is learning. Then, you know, so when you get those notifications, you know how to handle your children, know when they are studying, when they are not studying. I was here the other day, I checked my email and I saw an email from Seneca. I didn't know anything about Seneca before. That was telling me to log in, to register and be able to check the performance of my son in school on a daily basis. What else can we ask for? What can we do apart from this? You know, learning through play. With AI, this is also a daily activity for children. You know, instead of giving them the routine traditional classroom, writing on the board, flogging a child for not getting it right, AI will solve those problems. I remember when I was a child in primary school, they used to, when you do anything wrong, so many students, they will put you, lie you down on the table and keep flogging you because you did not get the spelling of a particular.
No, say it ain't so.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Not
anymore.
anymore, to be honest. And you used to be
because,
scared of going to school when you did not prepare or you did not do your homework properly. You
and
understand what I mean?
AI is going to eliminate a lot of things.
Honestly, whether you're a girl or a boy, those teachers, we'll call them hurricane teachers. You know, they do not want to know whether you're a girl or a boy.
I know.
On that table, I experienced it. They will whip you that you another time you will not eat your lunch until you get your assignment done. You know, so yeah, physical activities, all those things. I will help. Cultural exposure, that's another big issue. With AI, this is collaboration. They will be able to be exposed to so many cultures, so many people. There is nothing like, oh, I do not know this person because he's from this or that. This will bring every child together. You'll be able to study how Asians behave, how Chinese behave, people from America, all the Western world, like people that have not had the opportunity to travel out of their countries before. When you embrace AI, you will see that there is nothing different from you staying in your remote village and also staying in the Western world. So AI will bring all these things together. Even our cultural stories, our moonlight stories will tell.
Oh yeah, we run that back.
Every child will get used to it, whether you've been in Igbo land, Nigeria before or not, or you've been in Cameroon or in Jamaica or any part. this AI is going
And
to
that
do
is
a lot.
nature. That is bonding with nature.
Bonding with nature.
AI helping you to bond with
Exactly,
nature.
which is the next point I was going to do, home environment.
Yes.
That is part of incorporating everything together. Adaptive learning spaces, digital art projects, all those things. AI can do it. And community involvement, like local events and clubs, AI will bring all these things together, and volunteer opportunities.
Yes.
So I will stop here for...
And with all of these things is action. We must take action. And we start the action now, as we are already doing with O-Connect, and that is available now. We take the action. We cannot just be telling without taking the action. Action, action, and action. Remember, even the greatest book of wisdom says that you don't just pray and get what you want. You pray with action. You have to take the action. And this is so important because AI is going to erase a lot of discrepancies in the world. Imagine the 3 data centers, and the ONPASSIVE and Mr. Mufari are still going to build more data center. It depends on the information that is put into these machines. That is what is going to transform the world, because that knowledge comes from us. So now we know that Mr. Ashmufara is going to put the right information, because the information put into the data center in, say, India or Dubai or in the continent of Africa, it should be everywhere, the same everywhere. And this is exactly the best way to eliminate all of these discrepancies that is being created for our children. So AI should not be different in North America, or different in Dubai or in India. It should be the same thing. But now we use it according to the values and the cultures and the demands of that area. But the information must be the same, so that it will eliminate all these world discrepancies, especially when it concerns our children. That is the most important thing. And hey, we're going to be using it. We have to, because there is room for feedback. What are you seeing? If you travel to the continent of Asia, what are you seeing? If you travel to North America, what are you seeing? If you travel to the continent of Africa, what are you seeing? Is AI there the same? Because we are global. So we want to make sure that these children are receiving the same thing on an equal basis, all inclusion and choices. And this is a beautiful thing, because that's
even learn languages which nobody...
Of course, we're going to study in our languages, because those are there for a reason. Values, cultures, and tradition. And I'm so happy because Mr. Ash Mufara is so much into that. So very much into that. We see when he's speaking interpretation from English to French, or French to whatever. You see that? So we are in the best place. But it's left for us, the parents, the teachers, like professional development from our teachers and our professors, and even businesses. And we're talking about the educational system with ethical guidelines. This is what we are saying, because ONPASSIVE is here because of the ethical guideline. We are talking about it because of that. This is what has to be paramount in every, so that we can go further. So I love this. I love this. I love this.
May I just add something there, Sister Mundih? Because the key point that you made for me came at the very front, where you see, I like to say AI is a tool, and we should master it, right? Because if we're the sentient beings and we're supposed to be in charge of that, but you just said, AI is going to put out. I have some conversation with ChatGPT. You would think we're friends. You would think, because it's what you put in, what you get out. And I can spend hours crafting a prompt, is what they call it, because I'm good at that, right? And it's so pointed what you just said. It's what you put in that you're going to get out. Now, in ONPASSIVE, we can be sure, because of Mr. Mafara's ethical bent and what he's put, but we can't control what the other people are going to do with it. And it's not always going to be benign. We are going to have to teach our children from the womb, from the birth, how to use this. Right? Because what you put in is what it will do. I've been going back now, because even before AI was so ubiquitous, they want to call it, all over the place, I love science movies. I love them. And I mean, I was never afraid, because I know that God is in charge. But when I watch some of the things that they did with the AI technology, and even now, I won't mention it now because they are children, but whatever it is. But it's going to be a problem because of human beings, not because of it. It's a tool. It's a
Yes,
dead
it
thing.
is. It is.
But what we do with it is where the danger is. And we
Yes.
have to let our young people know, not in fear, just to be wise and balanced, because
Yes.
all these good things, and if you don't pay attention to when it's coming at you, you will get sideswiped.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
There's a thing in the army. There's
go
a thing
ahead.
in the army, I believe it says, trust but verify. We can't just trust ourselves to every person who says, you know, I'm an expert in this or whatever it is, because what you put in is what's going to come out. You just said it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even when they are experts, what I do is I always carry an interview.
Yeah.
And I would do it not once, not twice. I will interview all around. Sometimes I can even go further to find out about your background. That's
Yeah.
what I do. And that's
Exactly.
what we all should be doing. Don't just take anything. Even Mr. Ashmufara is teaching this thing from his own understanding, from how it comes to him. But we accept him. We trust him. We still have to make sure that we use our heads. Is this thing doing exactly what it says it's going to do?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure he himself will like that, because that will make him to keep adjusting things in a way that is going to help people even better. And every good person, you see him saying, what do you think? What do you think about this? That
He
is
welcomes feedback.
He welcomes
feedback. Yes.
Feedback
Yes.
is very
Yes.
important. We are saying here in One Global Movement, come and said, no, I think this is what I think. Let us do it this way. Okay.
Yeah.
I think what you said here, I think it's rather this way. This is how people do things ethically and they grow well, and to also help these children grow. I have what you are talking about. I catch some of those things, Sister Yvonne. I have some topics here that are going to talk, because I'm doing a lot of research too. And then I've seen this thing. Can some people use AI to continue to exploit others? We're going to talk about that, because if we are building children up, we build them holistically, not leaving anything out, not against anybody. We want them to use their heads, just like we are going to be using, so that they do not get all these things are going to exist. We exist with good and bad. That's just the way it is.
We do. We certainly
do. And then
do.
we have to place ourselves. If you're going to use AI, use it with the truth, honesty, transparency, high integrity. And then AI is going to help you the best. And we're going to instill this in ourselves and therefore our children. So this is, I so love this AI thing.
I do too. I do. I really do. I mean, I don't want to even seem as if I have any, fear of it that I can't control, because I can't control what other people do with it, obviously. So I'm not going to bother about that.
And we pray to God to protect Mr. Ashmufara, because sometimes when things are so pure, so clean, when things are meant to help others, greedy people don't want that to stand. They want to infuse and taint the system with the way they want it to go, and therefore people might start blaming him. And sometimes it can be very difficult for him to withstand that. But let us, if we all come together the way we are doing, because whatever you do for the sake of humanity, God is always in the midst of that. And if you do it with truth and honesty, God is always there, and he will stand, and we will therefore stand for children worldwide as well. So thank you guys so much. This is a beautiful topic. I so love it. Thank you.
It is a beautiful topic.
Thank you for all the contribution. It's so valuable for our children.
Yes.
And for all of us,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we're going to hurry up here so we can go to our 360.
Yes.
Update. We don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss even the dots. I don't want to miss it. So our sister here, thank you so much, Sister Yvonne. That topic was so well given the justice that it deserves. Thank you so much. And I'm sure our children are going to be happy. And we encourage our children, instead of watching negative news, they understand it's there, because we are teaching that here. They should go to channels like this, One Global Movement, because this is for them. We want every child to know that this exists, because it is going to exist forever, and it's going to be for them. We want every child, every young person to know, and we, the parents, the adults, and the caregivers are responsible for this, not them, because the children will follow what the parents do. They are impressionable. If you don't do the right thing, then you are making them to copy the right thing. If you do the right thing, if you do the bad thing, you're also enabling them to copy the bad thing. So let us do the best.
Mhm.
They're going to go outside, of course, they're going to meet different things, but they're going to fall back on what we have here as
In our
value,
package.
as
Yes,
safety,
yes,
and
yes,
the things with
yes,
high integrity. Yes.
yes.
So change is inevitable. Use model being unafraid of it for let us model being unafraid of it for our young people to see. If we remain enthused and engaged in our world, this attitude will encourage them to do likewise. Certainly true.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And Dilip, sir, thank you so much, sir, for joining us from Bangladesh. We love you. We love your family. We love all the children around you. Keep coming and keep spreading this to every household and to all the children in your community, to the youth organization, churches, meetings, family groups. Let us make sure that they get it, and they get it organically, right?
Mm-hmm.
First
Mm-hmm.
hand organically before we start any other method. That's so important. Thank you, sir. Love you all. Ash Mufare family. We love you too, sir. Thank you so much. And we have Binod. How are you, Binod Bihari? Matey, thank you so much for joining us here. Thank you. If you are this is your first time, be sure to subscribe so that you will always get notifications on when we go live, and for when we have new content, and for when you can also share these things with other people. So subscribe and turn the notification bell on and put the big thumbs up. Always show likeness for this so that AI will help us to reach all these children around the globe. So thank you so much for being here with us. And our managing director is, of course, here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to One Global Movement Speak with Heart today. Please feel free to comment here in the chat. Please type your thoughts and comments here in the chat. Yes, thank you,
Mm-hmm.
John. And pray, Mateo. Some new family members have come
Yes,
today.
yes,
Thank you
yes.
so much. Subscribe. If you don't know how to subscribe, ask. We will do things together. We are here to learn and teach one another, because Mr. Ash Mufara says no one gets left behind. One Global Movement says no child gets left behind. We are all in this together, and we're going to learn and we're going to win together for our children. So thank you so much, sir, for being with us here. We highly appreciate you, and we welcome you here in our midst. And of course, a reminder of our uncle at 2 p.m.
Yes,
Unity
yes.
Ash will be there. Thank you. And Peter Joseph, another new Joseph here. Welcome, brother. My brother's name is Joseph too. Thank you so much for being among us. Come again, spread the good news beyond your boundaries. Spread it to the entire world. This is one global movement. We are all one, and therefore we spread it to the entire world. Thank you for
Mhm.
with us. We love you. Come again and bring more people with you to attend this. So he says, greetings from India. India
Mhm.
is there. All of our brothers and sisters, we are one. We are all the same race, human race. Thank you so much. Welcome all our wonderful supporters to One Global Movement, where we always speak with heart for children. Hashtag One Global Movement. Esther, that internet is messing around with you today.
Today's not her day.
It's
No.
okay. And at least it gave you that little chance to speak. And thank you, Sister Yvonne. You guys are always welcoming everyone here. That way you reduce my job. Thank you. And
Oh,
Sir
thank you.
AP, of course, is among us here today. Thank you so much, sir, for all your contribution, your experience, your knowledge, and your lead. We really thank you for what you're doing here for children. Thank you. And he says, hello, Yvonne, all my One Global Movement members. Yes, thank
There
you.
you go.
And we have Ojala Kumar. Thank you so much, sir. You're always with us here. You're one of our strongest supporters here. Thank you so much for investing in the lives of children worldwide. We are together. These children will know all of us by our names, just like our CEO says. The world
Yeah.
will know you by your name for what you are contributing towards the lives of children. Someday, all of us here, the children will be singing our names, even in books. even as they compose music, because they know that we paved the way for them and supported them. So thank you so much, sir, for being here. And Fankar Odin, sir, thank you so much. We love you. I always love those beautiful, beautiful hearts and apples
Mhm.
that you always put there. Love you, and we are the apples of God's eyes. Thank you so much for being with us. And we have Sister Yvonne here says, what is your comment on today's topic? Please share helping children embrace change through unpassive AI technology, the ethical way when they are afraid. And this is a way of let the world know about the beautiful company that we are a part of and what they're all about. They're about uplifting every human being from the heart and doing so with cleanliness, with safety, with value, and
Yeah.
with cost effectiveness, that
Yes.
a lot of things are even there for free. Right now, we are using three products free of charge:
Oh,
O-Net, O-Trim, and O-Mail. And we urge each and every one, if you have not already been a part of OnPassive, if you have a Gmail account, bring it. And let us make you a part of it, and you start enjoying those free products. So you start seeing what OnPassive is helping the world with, providing solutions to all the challenges that our children are facing in terms of school or businesses or in terms of family, in terms of health, in terms of everything. It is right here. So
yeah.
I urge you guys to keep sharing the good news of OnPassive and One Global Movement to the world.
Yes.
Hello,
Yes.
everyone, and welcome to One Global Movement. Speak with Heart. Today, please feel free to comment here in the chat. And remember, another OP360 at 2 p.m.
Didn't you read that just now?
I did, right? Another.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, to today for today's episode in number hashtag One Global Movement, helping children embrace changes through unpassive AI technology the ethical way when they are afraid. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much, Esther. Even though the internet says take a break, and then you and Ponam Chan, thank you so much, sir, for being with us here today. We highly appreciate you. Come again and invite your children and your family and your community to be here, because we are building monuments and empires that are going to transform the lives of children here in One Global Movement. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And just a little reminder, let us write on passive with uppercase letters, big letters, because we are big. We are the biggest in the world. We want it that way. And that is the way the CEO also want it to be. And of course, our arts director, Kushal, is here. Thank you so much, Kushal, for always being here for the children. You are one of those youths, and you are doing your absolute best to also inspire other youths. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And Sahid, how are you? Thank you so much, sir, for being with us here. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, and thank you, Kushal, again for really welcoming everybody here and thanking everybody here. So, and no sleep tonight. No sleep tonight. 360, right? No sleep. I'm not
Yes.
sleeping either. I'm not. We all are born from same energy. You can call it any name. A scientific study on human brain taking place called mitochondria DNA test to reach to the origin. Mitochondria is the energy in the brain. And yes, this is so beautiful that you are bringing this up, because we just type that name and study about it. It is beautiful, great energy. And thank you for really reminding us again about that. Thank you. And
Mhm.
Sir AP again says here, in those experiments, we learned that we all are connected to each other. So what energy is working in you is energies that are working in me too. So we
Mm.
love every human being without discrimination. That is so true. And sometimes we do these things unknowingly, not because we are bad people, but because that is the way that the history of the world has taught us to behave. And because when you teach a child from cradle to behave in a certain way, it is going to be difficult to change, not because that child is bad, but because that is the way those children were taught. Remember, no child is born to hate anybody. No child, unless we, the parents and the adults, begin to instill hatred in that child, and then that child will also portray it. And no child is born to discriminate. No child is born to be selfish unless we model that to those children. And so it's up to us to start turning it around with unpassive AI technology, so that every child will feel that the world is one, that wherever I go in the world, I will fit in and I will belong, and I will treat anyone else as myself, that I will stretch a hand out and help the other child that comes from a family that cannot afford to pay their tuition or buy their backpacks or buy books for them. I will give one of mine to them, and also ask my parents to do the same. Children can be great changers when they say, no, mom, no, daddy, I think what you're doing is not a good thing because it's going to affect my friend. It's going to affect my classmate. It's going to affect my excursion trip mates, or it's going to affect the other country. Children have always been agents of change. And when we continue to train them, we'll do the very best. Thank you so much. And Gaius Odin, thank you so much for being here today. And we highly appreciate your presence and your contribution. Thank you so much. And we have Manohar Tagare. Thank you so much. Look at that beautiful picture. Like, I'm just relaxing.
Yes, it's
Relaxing.
beautiful. Yes.
Going to relax with OP360 pretty soon. Thank you so much for your contribution. My favorite leaders and our God, Mr. Ash Mufare. Thank you so much. We thank God that created Mr. Ash Mufare. Thank you. All joy will take more time than thought before, because it is whole for reshape as information available. Yes, everything takes time, and we are in it to support it until we exit the stage of this life, Sir AP, and that is who we are. We are behind Mr. Ash Mufara 24/7. And Thanuja, mommy, how are you? I love that name, Thanuja. And what is the meaning of Thanuja? I would love to know. That's a beautiful name. I love it. I love it. Thank
Yes.
you so much for being with us here today. We highly appreciate you and the Momin family for your support. Even when you're not on stage here, we know you're thinking One Global Movement, you're helping children, you're sharing it in your community, and you're helping those parents that don't know how to subscribe, like my mom, to subscribe for them. So before you know, AI will just help them to bring these videos to them when it's time to watch. So thank you so much. And Marthy, how are you, Marthy? Krish, name Marthy. Wow, thank you. That's such an interesting name. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We see that there are a lot of new people here. Please subscribe. Right now, subscribe to help the children. When you help One Global Movement, you're helping children. It is not us. We are just here as servants of One Global Movement, serving the children. So subscribe, share, and turn on the notification bell, and also put your big thumbs up. Thank you. And thanks for welcoming them as usual, Yvonne. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hashtag augmented reality and hashtag virtual reality. Beautiful, beautiful stuff here. Thank God for this. And hashtag unpassive, hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag CADMO, hashtag O-Connect. Thank you.
Yes.
I love you when you do those things like that, because repetition is the best way to learn. And thank you so much for doing that. And Sir Dilip says, good conversation is going on as to AI with heart of unpassive. Children, huge, a hawk AI for the true and ethical interest with a happy mode. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. You're speaking a different language, but you're writing in such a way that is understandable. We are a unicorn, right? We are a unicorn. Thank you so much. And thanks for that, Sister Esther. We must ensure our children learn of the variety of ways that AI can impact our lives, both positive and negative. Of course, we cannot just be rubbing everything. It's all right. It's good. Just positive. We need to expose everything to them, because we are loving and educating the children all around, especially with this our wonderful O-CADEMY, O-Bless, O-Connect, and the others. That is so beautiful.
Yes.
Hashtag on augmented reality, hashtag virtual reality, hashtag visual reality, hashtag JJB Teen Man, hashtag Big heart. Hashtag unpassive. Hashtag unpassilicious. Hashtag one global movement. Good hashtag.
Yes.
Managed. Thank you so much. Thank you. And of
Okay.
course, our sister Veronica Ampin is here. Thank you, beautiful sister. And
Yeah.
you guys, some of you are attending twice. That is a big deal to me. I
Yeah.
take that so personal and I take it to heart because it shows that you guys want our children, you want transformation, lasting transformation for our children. I take that so seriously because it's not easy to do what we are doing, but we are doing it. And a lot of time, twice a day. Thank you guys so
Mm-hmm.
much. I love you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And Lalit Kumar, thank you so much, sir, for being among us here. We are so in it to win it.
Mm-hmm.
We are winning and we will continue to win. And Mr. Ash Mufara will continue to lead us the way that we are going to champion the cause of the hungry, the cause of the illiterate, the cause of the abused, the cause of the homeless, the cause of poverty in this world. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Come again and invite a lot of people to come with you. Then you must have really helped them. Thank you so much. We have Nivas G. Hello, Nivas. Thank you so much for being with us. We highly appreciate you. Come again and invite other people to come. We are together and we are so in need to win it. And
Mm-hmm.
AI will open some new spaces for children to understand about everything, which is different than traditional
Yes,
methods.
absolutely.
So
Yes.
true. The children will study in their own language, maintain their family values, maintain everything that surrounds them, but also be able to also know about other communities so that when they travel knowing that they can fit in every society and still prosper and be happy. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Sir AP. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going down here just so I don't miss any new name and we continue so that we can get out of here very quick. We are already on action to eliminate hunger as well as to support deprived and deprived. Thank you so much. We are. This is what it is. We are already doing it. And just so you guys know, I contributed a little something to a brother and a sister in Papua New Guinea because of health challenges. I did that, but I'm still waiting. If any of you know any founder, any founding members of Unpassive that are affected by these landslide in Papua New Guinea, please help One Global Movement with that information so that we can reach out to them on behalf of all of us here in One Global Movement. Please let
Yeah.
us.
No, normally I would hear from Chris, but
Yes,
I didn't hear because he would be the one to announce that because he has such a big interest in that country, right?
yes.
And so I didn't see anything on Facebook, so I'm waiting to hear if there's anything more. Maybe they will mention it today. I don't know.
Yes, yes. We have right now because of those some of the people that are also joining us here.
Yeah.
We have big interest in Papua New Guinea, big
Yeah.
interest
Yeah.
everywhere, but we focus on the one that has a little discomfort right now, so that we can help. So thank you so much for that. Keep watching
Okay.
out for that.
Yeah.
In
I will.
fact, AI will unravel all the ways to understand the different topics of education as well with a festive mode. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. That is so true.
It
And
is.
we have Shiva Shankar Nezagi. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing the names right, but I will eventually get it. Thank you so much for being with us here, Jay on Passive. We appreciate your presence among us here. Thank you so much. And AI is not perfect, even now within my profession as a professional actor and voice over artists. There are already problems. We must control the use of AI by unscrupulous producers who take advantage. Yes, yes, yes. And thank you for saying that, John, because that is what Mr. Ashmufara is fighting against. AI will
Mhm.
reveal that what wrong things happen in the evolution of humanity. AI is going to reveal it because they're going to read your emotions. They're going to know what you're thinking, and they're going to direct everything to fit you so that you can think well and do better, right? This will irritate some section of opposers, right? It is true.
Mhm.
if it irritates them, then they have to turn to do the right thing, because AI is going to monitor and catch all those things. Of course, things have to step on some nerves, right? But the right thing must not be negated. We must follow the right path. That is so important. Good day and thank you. Yes, Sister Veronica, thank you so much. Put some discipline and sense and ethic into some of us. Into some of us, oh yes, that is so true. AI is going to do that, right? Yes, thank you. And absolutely say AP. And not everyone is excited or welcoming to unpassive business on the world stage. But always remember, it is a natural phenomenon that if you're doing something good, you are going to have the worst opposition in the world. And if you are doing something you don't have opposition, drop what you're doing. That's not a good thing. Do what you know that you're going to have opposition. That opposition is going to fuel you to even do it more and do it better. That's what my grandmother taught me. When people begin to throw dirt at you, throwing bad things at you, know that you're doing something wonderful and it is good for humanity, continue to do it. And Mr. Ash Mufara is determined that he's never going to give up. And that's where we are. So thank you. Yes, Yvonne, technologies come and exit if they are valuable and helpful. Yep. We are almost done, so we can go. Oh, we have to go. So I will just call the names. Chan, thank you so much for being here. And we have, yes, Chan again, thank you. And Yusuf Du is here. Thank you guys so much. Come again. And we are on Monday through Friday, twice a week at 1 p.m. and at 8 p.m. And Sarajino, Joseph, thank you, thank you, thank you.
They're not in yet, so you don't have to rush.
Oh, okay. They're not in yet? Okay.
No.
Okay. Beauty Pavine, thank you so much for being with us here. I'm sorry for kind of rushing a little bit there, but thank you for reminding me, sister, that they are not in yet. So thank you. And now I will read this one. Please remember to write ONPASSIVE in big, big letters. We are the biggest in the world. Write it the way it is. It is branding. That is the name, and that is the way the CEO will want it. And we all want it that way because that's our brand and that's our company. Hashtag ONPASSIVE. Hashtag ONPASSIVE. Just like that, please. Thank you so much for writing that there. And we go here, and the managing director says, see you all on OP360 coming up now in a couple of minutes with Mr. Mufare. And we have Beauty Pavin, I think so. And we have Main Sanka. Thank you so much, Main, for being here again. Main Sanka, we highly appreciate you. Guys, tomorrow or 8 p.m. is coming. If you can, let us sign in at 8 p.m. again and continue to build this foundation for children and young people worldwide and women. And focus on the young girl, but in doing so, the men are also included. So thank you guys so much for being here today. Let us go over to OP360 and pay attention to our CEO, what he has to tell us, and we follow suit. So we love you. Thank you so much again, Sister Yvonne, for really giving this topic justice that it deserves. And thank you all for your contribution. You guys are so positive. You inspire me. You inspire all of us here so that we can continue to do what you are doing. Thank you. And I was going to play the music. Maybe we'll leave it. Are they on now?
No, but you don't want them to be on in the middle of everything. And I'm sure you have something you need to do before that too.
Yes,
so,
yes. So we will play our international anthem again the next session. We love you all. And until next time, stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you for coming.
Yes.